let's go to the Los Angeles Lakers now. The Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron wants the team to improve defensively. Russ says that it doesn't matter if people want him here. I think that Darvin Ham said that Russ is not a definitive starter on this team.
Mhm.
And then Rob Pelinka says the team is willing to move its first round picks in order to make a leap up the standings. So that's a lot. There's a lot there with the
Yeah.
Lakers. A lot of things going on. Of those four things that I just mentioned, what do you think is the most important thing that came out of Lakers media day?
I think the most can I switch that question to interesting?
Yeah.
Because listen, if Pelinka, so what are they willing to move those first for? Because
I mean, it seems like they're not willing to move 2 firsts for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield is the
Right.
impression I've gotten.
As somebody who now covers Bojan Bogdanovic, I would imagine, and I haven't looked at their books and how hard it would be to match the salary or whatever, but so if I'm way off base here, and I'm wasting time, I apologize. But them giving up 1 pick for Bojan seems like something that would make sense. And I know that Utah didn't have a first round pick offer. So what is it?
Wait, you think Utah did not?
I was told that they did not have one that was enticing. Like it sounded like
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. To me, it sounded like the Lakers didn't even offer one. Maybe I don't know that, but that's just how it was.
Well, it would make sense that that's the case because the report from Andy Larson with the Salt Lake Tribune was that they had first round picks on the table, but it would require taking salary into the future.
Right.
The way that the Lakers would match Bojan, plus Clarkson or Bojan plus Conley, whatever they would want to do. The way they would match that is by Russ's deal, which is not extended out into the future. It's expiring this year. So exactly. It would make sense that the Lakers did not offer a first round pick for Bojan.
Right. So I just first round, I just feel like there's something there that could be done. Again, maybe not. It seems like the Lakers, given where they are a little hesitant to move those. And I get making sure you have 1 foot in the future, but it's like the window's now. And I don't know where you're at, Sam, with this team. I don't think this team is very good still. But the Russ thing's interesting. I mean, it's been talked about all summer. I like that Darvin said it out loud. That takes a lot of cojones to do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that the important thing that came out of it is that they're sticking to their guns, that Russ is not a guaranteed starter on this team. Look, I think that what Pelinka said is pretty obvious. Like if they get an offer where they're willing to move a first round pick, I think they'll do it. But I think that them sticking to the idea that they might not actually start Russ is critical because he doesn't really fit with this starting unit. I think you can make a case that they might be better off, just given that you'd put the ball in LeBron and Anthony Davis' hands more. You could be better off starting someone like Austin Reeves if Austin Reeves is going to shoot 37% from 3, or Kendrick Nunn if Kendrick Nunn is going to shoot 39% from 3. And if Russ is willing to come in and defend at a really high level and move the ball and be the transition driver that we know he can be, then yeah, sure, absolutely, he should start. I still think Russ can be a very valuable player. You don't just go from being a 10-time all NBA player to being a 0 value entity. I just can't believe
without
that.
injury. Yeah. Without injury.
Without injury. Right. Yeah. So I think if he's willing to come in and do the right things under Darvin Ham, then great. But making him earn it, I think, is the right idea.
I agree. And I would, if I were Darvin, I would stagger it, the lineup, to the point that I don't even want to see Russ and LeBron on the floor together. I would have Russ run the second unit, play him with AD, spam pick and roll, and let Russ be Russ. Find a way to allow Russ to be Russ, because as much as I want him to conform and maybe change his game, I think then you're walking the territory of this isn't Russell Westbrook anymore, and you're losing what he's best at. And what makes him who he is. But I think it's important for them to carve out some minutes for Russ to be Russ.
Yeah,